Today on Tool Tutorials, we'll show you how to do your annual drivetrain maintenance on a snowblower. For this job, you'll need a tube of the manufacturer recommended grease, a degreaser, and some shop towels or clean rags. If the manufacturer recommended grease isn't available, white lithium grease is often used. You'll also need a set of small wrenches and assorted screwdrivers to remove the panels. Before starting any project, take a moment for safety and assess your work area for unsafe conditions. As always, if you are unsure, seek the advice of a professional. Before working on any small engine, always isolate the hazard by removing spark plug wires from each spark plug. The spark plug is often covered on snowblower engines, but can usually be located near the muffler. On this model, a Toro 828 with a Briggs & Stratton 1150 engine, you have to remove 2 Robinson screws and the choke lever to access the spark plug. When removing the spark plug wire, pull from the bottom of the rubber casing nearest to the plug to reduce stress on the wire. Now move the wire to the side, ensuring it can't snap back into place on the plug. Repeat these steps for each cylinder, ensuring all spark plug wires have been removed. To access the drivetrain, you'll need to remove the rear and bottom access panels. Lift the rear wheels and place the axles on a set of jack stands. You'll need a second person or an overhead lift to do this safely. Once the rear wheels are in the air, remove the bolts holding both panels in place. The location, number, and size of bolts will vary between models. There is often a bolt hidden behind each tire. Once the bolts are broken free, you can use a drill or impact driver to speed things up. We're just going to cover common drivetrain maintenance items in this video. It's also important to do regular inspections to identify problem areas before they fail. Using a light degreaser, spray down the friction wheel and friction plate. We use a citrus-based degreaser, but any degreaser that's suitable for rubber will work. Using a shop towel or clean rag, clean the friction wheel and friction plate. You can also spin the wheels to access hard-to-reach areas. Oil and grease commonly build up on the friction plate and friction wheel, preventing the snowblower from moving forward and reverse. Continue cleaning all the friction surfaces until the cloth comes out clean. This ensures all debris, oil, and grease is removed. With the spark plug removed, pull the engine over a few times to spin the friction plate so you can access the bottom and clean it. Using a clean shop towel, wipe debris and old grease in the friction wheel slider. Now wipe debris and old grease from all the chains and gears. Depending on the model, the snowblower will have a combination of chains and gears. Using a small tube of grease, first coat the friction wheel slider in a light coat of grease, spreading the grease across the whole surface with your hands or a small brush. Use the manufacturer recommended grease, or a lithium-based grease if manufacturer details aren't available. Without annual greasing, the slider often seizes in place over the summer, making it impossible to change travel speed and direction. Be careful to only leave a thin coating of grease. Thick globs of grease will flick off onto the friction wheel, causing problems. Move the slider left and right so you can get both sides and coat all surfaces equally. Next, place small globs of grease on the gears and chains and cycle the wheels to work the grease throughout the system evenly. After cycling the wheels approximately 20 revolutions, remove any remaining globs of grease to ensure they don't end up on the friction plate. Now repeat these steps for all remaining gears and chains. You've now completed the annual drivetrain maintenance for your snowblower. Now simply reattach the body plates, remove the jack stands, and reconnect the spark plug wires.